Elizabeth Warren, the U.S. Senator who may want to run for President of the United States, is absolutely disgusting when it comes to her reaction to the murder of Mollie Tibbetts. Hey everybody, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. By the way, you may see this lapel pin that I'm wearing. It is in support, of course, of this right here, the Robert Duncan School of Veterinary Medicine. Look at that. That's being passed out at the Abbott fundraiser on Wednesday night, and hopefully a lot of people will see that and support the Texas Tech Vet School that hopefully will be pushed by the next chancellor of Texas Tech University and whoever may be on the Board of Regents in the next few months. All right, so Mollie Tibbetts, the very, very sad story here about Mollie Tibbetts, who is an Iowa college student. She was murdered. She was murdered by an illegal immigrant. Now, her attorney is trying to say that he is not an illegal immigrant, but so far everything that we have seen is that he is an illegal immigrant. And on CNN, CNN host John Berman asked Senator Elizabeth Warren, a woman who may want to be president of the United States, asked her thoughts on the murder of Mollie Tibbetts. And he said, Mike Pence and the president have suggested that immigration laws need to be stronger so that people like this man who's accused of this murder are not in the country. Your reaction, Mr. Berman asked. Now, this is Washington Times, and what the Washington Times reports Elizabeth Warren said. I actually have seen the clip, and you can look up the clip if you want. And here's what Elizabeth Warren said. Basically, remember, the question is, what are your thoughts regarding illegal immigration and immigration laws in this country after the death of Mollie Tibbetts, an Iowa student who was murdered by an illegal immigrant in this nation? She said, quote, "One of the things we have to remember is we need an immigration system that is effective and that focuses on where the real problems are. Last month, I went to the border and I saw where children had been taken away from their mothers. I met with those mothers who had been lied to, who didn't know where their children were, who hadn't had a chance to talk to their children, and there was no plan for how they would be reunified with their children. I think we need immigration laws that focus on people who pose a real threat. I don't think mamas and babies that are the place that we should be spending our resources. Separating a mama from a baby does not make the country safer." What a cold-hearted woman Elizabeth Warren is. This woman is more concerned about, a mother who entered the country illegally, being separated from her child for a few days, maybe for a few weeks. Mollie Tibbetts' mother will never see her daughter again, you fool. And Elizabeth Warren wants to be president of the United States, and she says we need to have immigration laws that focus on the real problem. How about a real problem where a guy gets into the country illegally, is allowed to stay for 4 to 7 years, and ends up killing a woman just because? Just because she's jogging along a road, he decides to kill her. That's disgusting. It never should have happened, and he never should have been in this country. And if we had real immigration laws in this country and enforced our immigration laws, there's a very good chance that Mollie Tibbetts would still be alive today. Now, we can't guarantee it. But to say that the real problem is mothers being separated from families, by the way, Elizabeth Warren is someone who supports Planned Parenthood, an organization that separates mothers and babies all the time. And Elizabeth Warren wants to say the real problem on the border is separating mothers and kids? I don't think so. Elizabeth Warren is absolutely disgusting. She's a disgusting human being, and there's no way at all she should ever be allowed to step foot in the Oval Office as President of the United States. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO.